Is this the end of real estate bidding wars in Fort Worth? Let's talk about it. Since the beginning of 2022, the Fort Worth market has been on fire. Yes, we have been working with buyers who have been seeing a ton of homes, been putting in multiple offers, and yes, they have even been getting beat out on offers. But are things starting to turn around? So let's talk about a couple of factors that I am seeing. The first being interest rates. Interest rates in January 2022 were 3.11%. If you skip to June 2022, interest rates are hovering around 5.09%. So with this sharp increase in interest rates, is this a shock to the market? Absolutely. In fact, many people thought that interest rates would have a slow increase from the beginning of the year, and that did not happen. A jump of 2% did create somewhat of a shock to the market. The good news is that although interest rates have increased over the past 6 months, they have started to plateau. There's a very good chance that interest rates can continue to rise through the end of the year, with some experts predicting that interest rates could go as high as 6%. So yes, the higher interest rates have priced some buyers out of the market. But surprisingly, this has also gotten some buyers off of the fence and ready to go full force in finding their next home. Housing in the Fort Worth area is still historically low. Fort Worth is still attracting tons of people from out of state, from other parts of the area to move to this wonderful city. So we've been talking to colleagues all over the country, and yes, every market is different. Some people are saying they're not seeing multiple offers and they're seeing prices decrease. Others are saying it's stabilizing. Here in the Fort Worth, Texas area, we are still seeing multiple offers on properties. Homes may not be selling for 10 or 20% over list price, but they are still selling for over asking price in many cases. It is also important to remember that markets are super localized even in the DFW area. For example, one part of Fort Worth may sell for 2% over list price, whereas another part may sell for 10 or 15% over the list price of a home. For example, we had a client that just went under contract last week on a home, and the price point was around $425,000. Even in this market with interest rates increasing, this home had over 11 offers on it, and our client had to put in $30,000 plus over the list price of the home. Yes, he got the home, but yes, this market is still very competitive in the Fort Worth, Texas area. Another key point to remember when it comes to interest rates is that it affects a buyer's buying power. Rising interest rates can affect a buyer's buying power two ways. First, it reduces the amount a buyer pre-qualifies for a home. So as the interest rates increase, the buyer's buying power decreases. The second way that interest rates affect a buyer's buying power, it can require the minimum income amount to be higher to re-qualify for a loan. Another factor that could be affecting the cooling of the Fort Worth, Texas market is a decrease in mortgage applications. Mortgage applications are down since this time last year. Mortgage applications in the U.S. fell 2.3% in the week ending May 27 to the lowest level since December of 2018, a third consecutive decrease, pointing to further cooling in a housing market amid high prices and rising borrower costs. This is according to Mortgage Bankers Association of America. So this is to be expected, since when people want to refinance, they want to refinance at a lower interest rate. And so if interest rates are going up, obviously the applications for loans will decrease for refinances. However, the decrease also shows us that some buyers are pulling out of the market and waiting for it to cool even more. This could reduce the amount of competition in this Fort Worth, Texas market. Chief economist of Realtor.com, Daniel Hale, stated, "The housing market is at a turning point, starting to see signs of a new direction, but the ball is still in sellers' courts in many housing markets." So let's take a look at what this means for the Fort Worth, Texas market. The months of inventory at the end of May 2022 was 1.2. This simply means that if no homes hit the market, it would take 1.2 months for every home to be sold. So let's go back to February 2022. The months of inventory was 0.6. So yes, we are starting to see a shift from a very, very, very strong seller's market to just a seller's market, going from 0.6 months in February to 1.2 months of inventory in May. Bottom line is this: it is still a great time to buy in this housing market. Homes are projected to increase by 8.9% this year. So that simply means if you were to purchase a $300,000 house, you would be paying $27,600 more for it a year from now. Let me know if you have any questions about what we're sharing in this video, and if you have any questions about the Fort Worth, Texas market or what you're seeing in the market, please share. And don't forget to like and subscribe.